Hello, everybody, and welcome to CCCLXVI, the podcast where we talk about the last movies of the last week. So, what did we do this week? Oh, yeah, last week we didn't talk about movies. We talked about movie-type stuff. This week we actually did talk about movies.
Because of action.
Again, yeah, a return to our similar format that we've done for every single week, except for last week. I guess you could maybe count the week before last week, because Spy Kids aren't really movies, they're just pieces of trash. But other than that, yeah, every single else has been movies, so we're returning to our old format. But not to our old format exactly, because this week we have 10 movies, that's right, 10 movies. The most amount of movies that we've had in our week ever, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
I mean, last week I think we had more than 10 things, but those aren't movies, but I'm counting them anyways. But anyways,
so
moving on. What?
I was gonna say why we're watching 10 after in case they forgot. So we were watching 5. We were watching 5 movies a week, like before summer started, summer break, and so
now we're in summer. We're doubling that to make up
for the thing.
Benji could not watch enough movies because he was a little baby. Nah. I didn't want to watch 7 movies every week. And, I mean, at the beginning I said that we were going to make up a lot of these films during the summer, but then I sort of came up with this sort of weekly thing, which sort of ruined that whole thing. I mean, in the future, if I was going to do this, I'd probably make it bi-weekly. Actually, I just probably wouldn't have a requirement to spend like a day watching movies. Just, by a day, I mean 24 hours watching movies. But other than that, we should probably get into reviewing the films, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, this is a movie reviewing podcast. So, yeah, the first movie we watched was Predator, which was great. I like Predator a lot, starring Arnold and, Bill Duke and Jesse Ventura and Shane Black, and I don't remember the other guys, but, Dylan, is it Carl Weathers for that, or I don't know.
What are you saying?
Somebody just messaged me on my computer, but I'm not going to respond to him because I'm not going to. Ha ha ha. I'm so mean. Even meaner than Benji. Well, I guess Benji did respond to his friend last week. Okay, anyways, let's get on to reviewing the movie. So I really like Predator. I think a lot of people view this as just a sort of simple action film, whenever, in my opinion, it's much more than that. Yeah. It really is sort of a character study on these macho soldiered men dudes who are going into the jungle and killing a bunch of dudes. And then they're like degradingness, not degradingness, I'm trying to find the correct word, but their descent into fear and death, yeah. Because at the beginning, you know, they're just so confident and so cool and stuff, and then at the end, they're running for their lives and they're scared. Except for the Indian dude who's the tracker. I mean, he's like the only guy who isn't really scared. You know, he just dies. I guess at the end, though, you hear him screaming, which is sort
That's him just yelling because of the pain. He's not scared. He was never scared.
Yeah.
Just so you know, he's my favorite character.
Yeah. I'd probably give this a 9 out of 10 or something.
Was my favorite character. Now it's Arnold. Of course, because he died.
Yeah. Favorite character can't be dead now, can he? So yeah, that was Predator. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. What are you giving it, Benji?
9.0 out of 10.
9.0 out of 10.
I'm giving it, 5 plus 4. That's
plus
how it...
0.0.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we watched Dredd. This is not the Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone, according to Benji, but the new Dredd film from 2002.
Sylvester Stallion.
Sylvester Stallion. I guess in Rocky, though, he is the Italian stallion. I have to just get this flashing thing off my screen. Sorry. You've probably heard some mouse clicks right there. It has Carl Urban, I think, in it, and Dredd was really good. I really enjoyed this film. It was a great action film. It had some, it had a very interesting concept. If you haven't seen it, which you might not have because it actually failed at the box office. I don't know if it failed super hard. I don't remember the numbers for it, but it did not do as well as they were hoping. I don't know. But it has them, locked in a building, and people are trying to kill them. Judge Dredd and his apprentice dude. Girl. Yeah.
The girl who's like, oh, I know everything.
I know everything in your mind, because I'm a psychic. So yeah, it's a pretty cool concept. It also has some pretty nice action scenes, and it's really, really violent, which is one thing I noticed, is there's a lot of very violent scenes. So if you do not like violence, do not watch this film. But if you do, watch it, because it's great. So yeah, I really like this film. Also, there's this really cool drug in the film, and not like I'm talking about drugs, but I'm talking as a filmmaking standpoint. What it does is it makes time go slow, and it creates some really nice shots and artistic things that the director can do with that, because he can basically go into slow motion and show some really cool things. So that's a nice little thing. You'll definitely notice those shots, and you'll think, oh, those are super cool. At least I hope you do, because I thought that, and so did Benji, I think, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give this a 9. I don't remember if I've already said that, or if I said something different, but I'm giving it a 9. What are you giving it?
10.
10? Okay.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Next film was Captain America, Civil War. That was basically... Sorry, I might have to sneeze. Benji, you talk. I'm going to maybe sneeze.
Captain America Civil War. So I was scared I was going to be sad, because, as probably you all know, like, this Captain America fighting, like, Tony Stark and stuff. But at the end, I'm not going to say it. They, decide that Captain America's gonna be staying with this guy who's, like, the Black Panther dude, and then he's got, like, a Black Panther outside of their thing. It's like a statue. And then, there's another thing, and then they got, like, the dead dude who's, like, hurt. But
What?
he's not dead.
Okay, let me take over, because I don't think I don't think you even know what you're saying. So yeah, it was a good film. It had some nice action and stuff. One of the problems with it is that there was a little bit of shaky cam during action scenes, which is, I don't like.
What's shaky cam?
It's basically during action scenes, there's like a lot of cutting, and like the camera isn't exactly clear, and it's not really always in focus, which I think is
dumb.
Sort of irritating in my opinion. There was a lot of that in Hunger Games. Or at least in the first one that I noticed, and I hated that. But it might have just been I don't really like Hunger Games. I don't know. We have to watch those movies sometime and debate and talk about them, not debate about them, because I think our opinions are very similar on them. They're not good. And neither are the books. I just don't like the whole premise. So yeah, but I like this film. I like the Marvel action superhero films. I don't think that they're particularly art-worthy, though, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Just, that's basically if I think you're a really good film, but I just don't think you're particularly doing good service to film. I don't know quite. You're not an art film, or you're just not really particularly good. I think Dread is better than that, because it does
like the slow motion stuff. You mean
yeah, the art stuff is. That it does have some very arty portions, and also like the way that it's able to do the action and stuff is also really good. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I gave it an 8 out of 10. What would you give it?
What would I give it? Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna feel really bad about that because of. Go on.
Okay. So the next film that we watched was The Matrix. Yeah, I love The Matrix. I think that basically anybody that has seen The Matrix and loves action movies, like myself, likes The Matrix. There's probably some people who like action movies that don't like The Matrix.
I know Kung Fu.
But I really do. What?
I know Kung Fu. We should say that at the end of the podcast.
I know Kung Fu. No, Vinci, I know exactly what we're going to say.
Yeah, well, I know exactly what we're supposed to say, but I don't know exactly. I just know that we're supposed to say the thing. Just like something, like folder or profile or something.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Also, for Captain America Civil War, Mission Report, December 16th, 1991. I sort of laughed at the overused, at how overused that line was. I thought it was a little bit funny. But yeah, at The Matrix. The Matrix is fantastic. I haven't seen the sequels to The Matrix, which may sort of degrade my opinion on them. I've read a couple reviews that said that this film is so good, but the sequels really do bring it down. So I'm going to not watch the sequels until later, so I can just have The Matrix be this glorious movie. It's getting a 10 out of 10, because the special effects in this film are fantastic. Even for today's standards. I mean, maybe some of the CGI stuff with people jumping through the air and stuff is a little bit cheesy, but other than that, I mean, like, the bullet time effects are really cool. The whole sort of subtext. Yeah. So, yeah, it's The Matrix, man. The Matrix is awesome. I think there's a lot of people who will agree with me. The Matrix is fantastic. I mean, Keanu Reeves is amazing. He's not that good of an actor, but he's in a lot of really good films, in my opinion. Point Break is a film that I really like that has Keanu Reeves in it, and so is Speed, which we're going to be reviewing 2 films later.
Ethan,
so yeah,
I may have forgotten what we were saying at the end of the podcast.
Oh, Benji, trust me, you'll know whenever I say the next film that we're reviewing. So one of these things is not like the others, and this is Cool Cat Saves the Kids. Now, I saw this film for rental on Amazon, and let me just
Is it something about Daddy Derek or no? Is it a different thing? What is it?
No, it's something about Fat Time.
Okay.
So if you haven't seen this film, which I would bet you have, and I would recommend not doing because it gave me hurt for a little bit after watching it.
It gave me fat time.
It gave me fat time. So in case you don't know, there's a bully in this film. And so basically, Butch the bully, and so what he does is he finds a gun, and he says, I'm going to take it to school, so I can steal everybody's lunch money. And, and he is rubbing his hands together and everything. It's like, it's gonna be fat time for me. And so, I mean, it's such an awful film. It's a kid's film made by Derek Savage, and in case you don't know who he is, this man he's not a good filmmaker. He just isn't. And so he has created this character of Cool Cat to teach kids about bullying, how bullying is bad, and did you say there he is?
Yeah,
there he is! There he is! Which is Eric Estrada, who's fantastic in this film. I mean, I love this film, but it's awful. It's one of those movies that's so bad it's good. Right, Benji?
Yeah.
It's just so bad that you laugh at it whenever you watch it. But I would not recommend watching it in full, because it's pretty painful to watch. But just watching clips of this film is great. You know?
Cool Cat's boogie or whatever.
Yeah, like whenever Cool Cat is boogieing or whatever, Cool Cat likes to boogie woogie.
Their song is so bad.
Oh my gosh. So you need to watch this film at least once, please. It's only for $3 on Amazon Instant Video, and I love this film. It's an experience you need to have at least some point in your life.
$3 to rent, right?
$3 to rent it, yeah. You only need to watch it once, though. And so it's fantastic. I love this film. You also have Daddy Derek, and so just the lines of dialogue in this film are so awful. But I mean, the thing that really saves this film, and the reason why I'm giving it a 2 out of 10 instead of a 1, is that behind this film is a good message. Daddy Derek is trying to help kids. You know, he's trying to show them that bullying is bad. He's trying to teach them about gun safety. He's trying to teach them about how to deal with cyberbullying. You know, all these problems that really are some problems for children today. And he's trying to teach them about this.
My favorite, the one I think was the best for teaching kids is the gun one.
What? The gun one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but seriously. I mean, as a joke, it does sort of teach a good. If you see a gun, don't touch it and go tell an adult.
And stay calm.
And stay calm, yeah. Just don't touch it.
And have fat time.
Have fat time. Do not have fat time. So, but what the worst one is whenever remember, always look both ways before crossing the street. And I swear to you, 3 minutes later, he runs across the street and he doesn't even look.
He went straight down the street, like the opposite way of the cars. He's running towards the cars.
It's so funny that you can't make it up. It's so, Daddy Derek, please. So yeah,
now remember, if you don't look both ways, you're gonna die. And then
Now, watch me not look both ways. Okay, so what would you give this film out of 10? I'm giving it a 2 out of 10.
10. I'm 10 out of 10. Yeah.
A 10 out of 10? Okay, yeah. Next film is Hot Fuzz. I love this film. It's so good. I love Hot Fuzz so much.
Bad Boys 2.
I love Simon Pegg in the Nick Frost films. The Cornetto trilogy is so fantastic. I love all 3 of those films.
You just said I like Simon Pegg in the Nick Frost films.
In the Cornetto trilogy is what I said? Yeah, but those films are great. You know, where those 2 actors are together, directed by Edgar Wright. Those films are fantastic. Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. All 3 of those films are fantastic. I love those films so much. Highly recommend you watch them if you haven't. Only problem is there's a lot of curse words and there's a lot of violence. You don't want that, probably don't watch it. But if you do, watch these films because they're great. I mean, they're really, really funny. They're great comedies. So I'm going to give Hot Fuzz a 10 out of 10 because I love it. And it's just a nice buddy cop film that it's really quotable.
That 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, it's fantastic. The great are good.
We can say 2 things at the end of the podcast.
What? Yarp?
No, Dad? No, we can actually say 3 things.
Yeah, we have a ton of quotable movies. I mean, this is action movies, so there's a ton of quotable
We can say a whole bunch of stuff from Predator.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do Fat Time, though.
Can we say, like, all of the ones, though? All the ones we could say, but then at the end of them say, and it's going to be Fat Time for me.
It's gonna be fun. Okay, can we just talk? Okay, so we both talked about how Hot Fuzz. I mean, I think that we're probably gonna review Shaun of the Dead and The World's End together later. It's just I wanted to watch Hot Fuzz now, so we'll probably talk more about the Cornetto trilogy and how fantastic it is and what makes it so good whenever we're reviewing those films. Right now, just some of the specific examples that I want to use are found in the other two films, but I love this film. I love these films. They're so funny, and the use of camera work and stuff to tell a story, which a lot of, at least American comedies don't use today. I mean, it's basically just dialogue, which it can be funny, yes, but it's not, I mean, it's a play, it's a book. Films are films. You should use visuals to tell your jokes. So yeah, then we have Speed, after Hot Fuzz. We sort of just, basically, I went that directly onto, like, the height of that and just directly to Speed. I like Speed. Speed's great. Dennis Hopper, Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, Jeff Daniels, I love it. Love it, man. It's so cool. It's such an intense film with so coolness.
First
and
Keanu Reeves
is just like bum 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 bum, and it's like bum 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 bum.
And it's like, oh darn, and just like, drive the car. Don't stop
the car. You're gonna blow.
Oh,
She's
no.
gonna blow.
No, don't shoot the driver, you dumb idiot. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm bleeding to death. Can we take the driver off? Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, bye. Oh, yeah. I want to get off, too. I'm so sad because I thought whenever I saw the bomb went off, I know. You killed. And then he's like, what's wrong? He killed the Dennis Hopper dude. He killed my best friend. He killed
Jeff Daniels.
He killed Jeff Daniels. Oh yeah, payback time. Oh yeah, your head's gonna get hit off on the car. I'm telling it. Not on the car, on the train. Oh, we're gonna jump the train. Oh yay! Woohoo! I forgot. On the bus, they like jump the car and this.
Yeah.
Okay. Then they all live happily ever after.
Okay, Benji. Okay, I think we get it now. Okay. You're okay. So yeah, that was Speed. 10 out of 10. I love it. It's great. Keanu Reeves is amazing.
Yeah, I give it a 5 plus 5.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one we watched was Airheads.
Yeah, Ethan, we could say the quote from this. The trick question one.
What? Okay.
Yeah, we could say that.
Who wins in a wrestling match? Lemmy or God?
Lenny. Go.
No,
you go, God.
Trick question. Lenny is God. Might be Lemmy. I don't know. I think it's Lemmy. You said Lenny. It might be Lenny. It's Lemmy, right?
I have no idea.
You didn't even know who we're talking about, do you?
Nope.
Okay.
And then he's like, water pistols all the days, and it's like,
so basically, the premise of this film, is going to determine whether or not you want to watch it. It's about a band that is having a bad break, and so what they're trying to do is they break into a sort of not record, but a place broadcasting station or a music station, or I'm not quite sure the term for that.
And then they ask nicely, please podcast our thing, and then
there's like, please do it, and then they take out their guns, their plastic toy guns, by the way.
Water guns.
They're water guns that they painted black. And they take it hostage until they play the tape on air. So this film is the most amazing film I have ever seen in my entire life. You have the greatest performances ever by Steve Buscemi, Brendan Fraser, and frick, I can't remember his name.
Guy.
What is his name? I have to look this up. Sorry.
Click, click, clickety, click, 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 clickety, click.
I'm sorry, I gotta look it up. It's not. Yeah, it's Adam Sandler. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, and then all the hostages, and then one hostage goes two hostages go because they know it's a water gun because he accidentally shoots it, and then the two guys went out there it's not a real gun, but then one of the guys comes back hey, let me back in, come on, let me back in, and he's like, no, go away, oh, no, yeah, take the thing, broadcast it, oh my gosh, you got the best music ever, oh,
this film is so amazing, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 because of how amazing it is.
And then one of the hostages...
it's not that good of a film, but I love it anyways.
Then one of the hostages gets a real gun from one of the people that's in the ventilating, that's in the thing.
Yeah.
And then, what happens is the hostage, knocks it out of his hand, and he picks it up, and he's and then he turns it around and gives it to the hostage keeper dude. It's I'm rating this a 10 out of 10, and that's why I was gonna be sad about what I rated Civil War.
Why?
Because I'm rating this
You're giving Airheads 10 out of 10?
Yes.
No, dude, this film's fantastic.
I rated Cool Cats Save the Kids 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but that was a joke.
No, that's not a joke.
Okay. I think that's the most different our ratings on a film have been, 2 and 10.
2 and 10.
Yeah, okay, so next is The Running Man. I like Running Man. Arnold's great, fantastic movie. You better save you some room in your stomach, because I'm going to ram my fist into it and break your gosh darn spine.
The way you covered that up was gosh darn.
Yeah.
Good job.
Gosh darn it, man.
Yeah. It's like, kill all the people, only the girls, and I survive, I was famed, and then we all live happily ever after.
Yeah. Written by Stephen King. King of the Humans.
And
then the last one we watched was Wallace and Gromit: A Close Shave. I love Wallace and Gromit. That's sort of like Cool Cat, how it doesn't belong, but Cool Cat belongs even less because it's awful and it's not.
But Wallace and
Gromit's great though. Love it. 10 out of 10. Wallace and Gromit: Close Shave, fantastic. The dog's a robot. Plot twist of the century right there, guys. So, yeah. I'm running out of things to say.
He's a cyber dog.
My mouth is really, dry because I've been talking and I'm really thirsty. Are you thirsty?
Oh, yeah. But there's water and I'm gonna need to reach all the way across the room and it's too far away.
Okay, so, this has been CCCLXVI.
The podcast.
This has been... We have reviewed 10 movies. Next week we're going to be reviewing 10 as well. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing next week. Probably just whatever we want to do. And so, yeah, this has been CCCLXVI. It's going to be fat time for me. It's going to be fat time for me.
It's going to be fat time for me.
That kick sand in Cool Cat's face.
Whoa.
It's not cool to paint on neighbor's wall.
Not cool to paint on neighbor's wall.
One of Daddy Derek's entertainment magazines. In case you're wondering, it's just like a magazine. It's not
regular magazine.
It's just like a regular magazine. But why did he use those choice of words?
Oh, and then he's like, oh, look at how cool this Van Halen guitar is. It's got signatures all over it. He honestly points at they're playing it, and the camera keeps on they're playing the guitar and stuff, and the camera keeps on zooming into the initials and stuff. And then what happens is if that's not enough, he actually points it out to Cool Cat. Like, hey, this guitar is very important, because it's a Van Halen guitar.
Yeah, it has Van Halen signatures on it from 1990 or something. It's so amazing. Also, another thing is that 3 movies this week had elevators in them. Like, very prominent elevator scenes.
None of the elevators were ever the actual elevators. Only the counterweight.
They're always focused on the counterweight, right?
Why the heck do they do that?
In Dread, they focused on the counterweight. In The Matrix, they focused on the counterweight. And on Speed, they focused on the counterweight. It's really weird.
I think it may be it's easier to do it if you're,
I'm not quite sure how that works. But anyways, if you guys know why they focus on counterweights for elevators in movies, please tell me. So yeah, this has been CCCLXVI. We've been rambling too long about elevators. So yeah, I think I'm gonna name it Rambling About Elevators.
Or just elevators.
See you guys next week, boys.